Hi guys, welcome back to World of Warship and to my channel. Today's epic is very interesting. I've been thinking to share with you my personal opinion about the most broken, yes, you heard me right, the most broken and close to overpowered ships in this game. When I'm playing with those ships, I feel that especially when I'm, top dog, I'm not strong. I am the strongest of all, and you're gonna just have a lot of good time, and especially if you have a knowledge about this play, especially if you played this game more than weekends. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but another question: what is your favorite to-go ship? What it's the ship you are very comfortable and you enjoy? And maybe I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason why I will choose those ships. Some ships I do not have, but I would like to say that most of those ships I'm gonna talk about, I have personal opinion about those, and I feel it's on the edge of overpower. Too good versus other ships at the same class. And the first one I would like to say, and I'll start from tier 4 all the way to tier 10, it's the Shenyang, the tier 4, basically a Minekaze at tier 4 with Nicholas guns. So it has US guns, concealment of Japanese vessel, but it has something else: deep water torps, 6 of them, hard hitting as hell, and smoke on demand. Tier for tier, this is the best smoker, the best destroyer. I mean, I do believe between first and second smoke you do have around what 10-15 seconds, and then you have a smoke available again, so it's almost smoke on demand. So at tier 4 it's absolutely broken. Don't get me wrong, the US destroyer have very good smoke, but at tier 4 this is the king of smoke, king of guns, king of torpedoes and concealment, everything. You don't want gunfighters, you don't want to stay near it. It might torpedo you, it might kill you, because if, let's say, if you're a battleship and you charge that smoke, if you will eat all the all 6 torps, you might be being dead. It's very hard hitting torps, and I still believe, and here's the final thing, this fulfill her role of a destroyer. A destroyer, sneaky, fast, very good, agile, turns on a dime. That it makes this ship extremely effective. If you know, of course, her torpedo are not a long range, you need to come a little bit close, but you have the concealment, you have the all tools in the world to make a good torpedo drop, and in the worst case, if you're on a bad spot, pop the smoke and you're getting out of there, because you have definitely the speed and everything. Now, what else I think about the tier 4? You may argue the Clemson, it's also strong, but the problem with the Clemson, when I still believe it's not the best tier 4 destroyer, it's because it has extremely short torpedo range. You have to just YOLO in and torpedo. This one, you can ninja torps. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's by far the best tier 4 destroyer in my personal opinion. Alright, what is the battleship the best, bro? And I do believe every single one of you guys will share the same, shall I say, agreed with me on this one. And what is the best tier 4 battleship? Well, I do not quite own her. However, it's the Imperial Nikolai. This is a tier 5. It's, will have a lot of superstructure, but imagine that you take all the superstructure away, and when you will end up with the most overpowered and best battleship at tier 4. The Nikolai at tier 4. Absurd Sigma and absurd firepower at tier 4. Sure, you may argue you don't have extremely big caliber of guns, but man, you definitely have potential to do huge amount of damage, and that is your damn role. Strong, it's very hard to put this ship on fire. Not this one, but I'm talking about the tier 4 Russian one, because it has so little superstructure. It's only guns and almost nothing, you know. That's the thing. Of course, you may argue that she's weak in AA, but tell me one good tier 4 battleship. So it does fulfill the role of a battleship. Huge amount of firepower, good sigma, good guns, and very hard-hitting guns. Yeah, it's kind of a slow, but definitely the best tier 4 battleship by far. Unfortunately, guys, at tier 4 I cannot come up with any good cruisers. Sorry, I can't. They were very good earlier, a couple of years ago, but now it's no. No. So we are jumping to tier 5. Who I consider the most broken tier 5 ship by far, and that is Kamikaze R, and there's one more destroyer. It's a very unusual, very few of you guys own her, and there's a Gremiashi. Gremiashi and Kamikaze R are by far the best tier 4 tier destroyer, because they have torpedo power, they have gun power in Gremiashi. But what makes this ship kind of a broken, it will kill you thanks to extremely good should I say turning radius, tier 4 tier the best torpedoes in this game. And you see, here's how you delete a battleship. You don't need all 6 to hit. You only need 1 or 2, and then 35 seconds or so, or 40 seconds later, you send another salvo. So that's the thing. This is how she kills her enemy, to first you know, forcing the enemy to use damage code and send another salvo, and you know, the second hit, it will permanent flood to death. And she's very agile. It's easy to be everywhere. Sure, you don't have the best guns, but you definitely have the speed and the maneuverable. But what you are, a damn good torpedo boat. And yeah, she does fulfill the role of a destroyer. And tier 5, it's a Gremiashi with combined firepower and torpedo power, because she also have 8 km torps. So there is some battleship at tier 5, and this is for me opinion, the best purchase that I've done, and I enjoyed this battleship like crazy. And what's her strength? What do I feel she is extremely good? And there's 2 things I feel she's very special. Sure, you may argue you don't have, you know, extremely firepower. Over here you have only 5 guns and 5 guns. But what you can do with this battleship that you cannot do with any other battleship, you show your broadside, you are using all 10 guns, and before the enemy reload, you're turning back and your bow on. This battleship moves left and right like a damn cruiser. It's extremely maneuverable, and I would like to say that even carrier have hard to drop, because if you are in turn, man, the planes have to, I don't know, it's kind of a struggle to torpedo you. That's what I'm trying to say. Of course, she lacks in armor, she lacks in AA. Her AA is garbage, but what I feel personally, she's very nice. When she hits like a mule, like someone hit you really hard. It's hard hitting guns, And many times, almost in each and every game, I repeat, almost in each and every game, I have salvos 15,000 plus with this ship. And for tier 5, man, that is ridiculous strong. And in my opinion, her maneuverability and hard hittings makes her very special. I'm not saying that overall she is the best, but in her role of a battleship, I honestly believe by tier 5 she is the best. So now we are moving on. At tier 6, guys, I would like to say there's one destroyer. She fulfills the role of destroyer, the mother of all destroyer at tier 6. It's T61, the oncoming, perhaps oncoming T61. It will be the best tier 6 destroyer, German one. We don't know when she will come or if she will come. This lovely T61 fulfill the role of torpedo, gunboat, concealment. It's general, guys, I like to say it's a improved Gaede with hydro, but much, I repeat, much better torpedo. I do believe your torpedo reload double as fast as the Gaede, and you have better concealment, and you have better guns, and everything else is much better. So in my honestly opinion, if that ship will come, I would like to say she is by far the best tier 6 destroyer. However, in today's live's version, I still believe there is one pretty darn strong destroyer at tier 6, and it's very strong in one way. Please let me know if I'm right or wrong, and that it's the Fubuki. Remember, Fubuki was very strong even at tier 8. Sure, you may argue that at tier 8 you had you know, this was a tier 8 ship for a couple months ago, or close to 1 year ago now. Yeah, I do apologize, it's around 1 year. It was very strong, and it had a ridiculous strong torpedo. It was a very good torpedo boat. At tier 6 she still is. You don't need all 9 torpedoes to delete a battleship. You can definitely one shot nuke tier 5, 6, and perhaps even tier 7. So she fulfilled her role of a torpedo boat, and you are by far the best one. Shinome have faster torps, but only 8 kilometers torps, also 9. But in overall, in general, this is a very hard-hitting torpedo boat, and that it's the Fubuki. I'm not consider her overpowered, but she is overpowered in torpedo department. And yeah, pretty sneaky, extremely strong. You can create such a huge amount of torpedo wall that it's kind of a hard or close to impossible to dodge. So yeah, I'm not saying this ship is broken, but it's extremely good what she does, and that it's torpedo, send those fish. At tier 6, guys, I would like to say that I cannot find any tier 6. Please let me know if you think that it's a battleship, you know, why you feel that it's absolutely broken and overpowered. I don't think so, unfortunately, or all kind of a meh for me. But there is one ship that it's extremely strong in only one way, and there it's her AA. Her AA, it's damn. I feel that I know why Wargaming decided to move her at tier 8. She has tier 8 AA at tier 6. I have her 81 in AA, and hold on. Yeah, I have the AA modification too. This is my build, and yeah, this is the ship when she has her AA available. Don't go not near her. She is overpowered in AA department. This is the first tier 6 cruiser fleet escort. You don't want any tier 5, 6, or 7 carrier near this thing, this will just melt everything and everyone. It's extremely good and pretty maneuverable, so it's not just go and nuke him. By the way, she also have a fighters, so yeah, she's made to, you know, fleet escort in a department. Over here in EU server we do have a lot of CV players. Now at tier 7 we are jumping at tier 7, and to be honest with you, this is my to-go ship. She fulfill her role, and what is the damn role? And which I'm talking about, it's the Belfast. The only downside with Belfast, that's the only, she does not have a defense, but otherwise yours the worst nightmare versus destroyer. Why? She's overpowered in two things. And I would like to say very fast that she has all tools like Worcester, the tier 10 new oncoming US light cruiser, and there it's the difference between her concealment and her radar. And her concealment, guys, it's 8.7 and her radar 8.5. On the Worcester, on the other hand, she has 9.5 concealment and radar 9.9, which basically means that this is the same thing goes, guys. This is the by far the best destroyer killer in this game at tier 7. At tier 10 it's the Worcester, because it has hydro, radar and everything. And if you're coming within, let's say 8.5, and you detect this cruiser, if you are destroyed, it's a really nasty bad news for you, because it's not likely. You just have to kite away and sail away, not come even near, you know, 8.5 or 8.0, because you're toast. You have to sail fast as hell out of there if you don't get dead, because the thing is, if this ship will radar you and you're destroyed, you know, and she might have one or two backup, you're toast. And what's her makes her extremely strong? It's the concealment. She has by far the best concealment of any tier 7 cruiser in this game. That's the thing. And she has radar and hydro and smoke. So yeah, she is the damn king of all tier 7's cruisers. At tier 7 battleship, I don't know, there's a lot of good battleship, but I don't consider them overpowered. They have their strength and weakness, but I don't know what to say about the tier 7's ones. No, I cannot figure not one ship that makes and the same thing goes with the destroyers. I would like to say a pretty strong destroyer, but not overpowered. It's the Gajamada. She has a ridiculous hard-hitting torps, and you have 10 torps. You can create a huge amount of torpedo wall. However, you pay with extremely bad reload. Close to 2 minutes you have to wait until the next torpedo, your torpedo rearm after 2 minutes. But she's definitely a powerhouse, but she is not broken or extremely good in many ways. But of course, she's a hybrid. It's a damn good hybrid. That's what I'm trying to say. So now, please me, if I know there's a lot of premium and non-premium destroyers and cruisers and aircraft carrier, but I cannot figure of one extremely powerful or broken. You know what I mean? Now we are going for tier 8s. So what I do consider absurd amount of broken, she does fulfill her role and in that department, and we have to go to a premium cruiser that is not available, but it's the sister ship of this lovely cruiser, and that it's the, come on, where the heck are you? Chapayev, not Chapayev. I do not consider her overpowered, but Kutuzov, yes, because Kutuzov, guys, has the best AA at tier 8, the longest range 19.1, and very fast rate of fire and smoke and everything. It's just absurd. The best tier 8 cruiser by far. And same thing, guys, if you have her and you like to play a cruiser, I don't know why you're not taking her in a ranked battle, because she is absurd good, very, very strong. But now, guys, we are jumping to the first absurd overpowered battleship. In my opinion, the most broken ship in this entire game. And, well, I cannot talk too much because I do not hold her, but I did have a couple replays and also saw on internet on some other YouTubers that mentioned this German Grabs Zeppelin. The Zeppelin, come on, guys, I saw a replay with 400,000 damage. That stupid overpowered carrier. It's by far the best premium. If it's right now, I don't know if where you release, but her AP, it's absurd, and you basically can one shot and delete any cruiser or any battleship. It's I don't know, it's absurd amount of broken. And yeah, and now let's go very fast. I would like to say that the new destroyer, it's very strong, Asashio, with her torpedo versus battleship. But otherwise, I still believe her range, torpedo range, it's broken. 20 kilometers at tier 8. Come on, guys, it has more and better torps than a Shimakaze, for crying out loud, versus battleship. But versus destroyers and versus cruiser, it's kind of a meh. Now, what do I consider about tier 9? Well, to be honest with you, there isn't, beside this one maybe. This has the most broken guns at tier 9. It has basically Yamato's guns at tier 9. It's kind of hard to stay bow on when there's one, or hell, even two of those beasts of the guns aiming at you. You as a, I don't know, battleship captain, yeah, you have very hard to not get citadel, because that's the thing, it's the overmatch mechanic. And I believe it tier for tier, this ship, it's broken in penetration value. It will citadel and it will pen you in more or less in almost every single shapes or form. I don't know what kind of a ship you can tank those huge amount of guns, and in that department alone she's strong. But I'm not saying consider her overpowered, because her AA, it's mech. Her turning radius and everything, it's very mech. So it's yeah, very hard hitting guns, but that's all, you know. It's yeah, at tier 9. I don't know what to say else, guys. At tier 9, you may argue that I consider the best battleship, it's Missouri, because it has radar and has very good fast speed and extremely good AA, and that is the Missouri. But at tier 10, guys, I don't know what ship it's broken, but I definitely find one. And let's go. I just mentioned her earlier when I talked about Belfast, and there is the new oncoming improved in AA Worcester. The Worcester will have more and better AA than a Des Moines. She will basically, I don't know, in her AA department, what is right now, you click to the squad and the CV planes melt down instantly. So right now in this live server, the Des Moines has the best AA cruiser at tier 10, right? Not so much when Worcester can. If you spec those two ships, everything you got in AA, Worcester will win that engagement. So she will be the new king of all AA. It's basically Atlanta at tier 10. So yeah, you may argue that pure DPM, Des Moines together with the Minotaur has the best DPM, but honestly, rate of fire of the Worcester, it's crazy, it's absurd crazy. And in one particular case, the concealment combined with her radar and her AA, she makes to say that, yeah, I know it's very early, but what I can see for all the videos, she's absurd broken in AA. They're so broken. I would like to say it like this: if the stats and her DPM of her AA, I'm talking about the Worcester, the tier 9 oncoming US cruiser, stay as it right now, I don't know, serious guys, why the hell you want to play a CV at tier 10 when, especially in NA server, every single one will try to grind the line and will receive sooner or later the new tier 10 US light cruiser. Just imagine, I'm not joking, two of those two light cruisers staying together. Oh man, I'm serious. The CV, what the hell CV can do? There isn't any CV anytime soon. They can even not come near 8 kilometers and they will just melt. So I believe they are gonna say right now, CV players, if the wargaming does not change them, I'm talking about improve them somehow, there's no point. What the hell you want to play tier 10 CV when there will be a lot of US cruiser? And same thing was with tier 9 and Cleveland and so on. I do believe tier 9 and tier 10 a new oncoming cruiser will be extremely strong in her AA department. That's all I'd like to say for now, guys. Subscribe to my channel and please let me know, what do you all feel about all those ships that I mentioned? Do you think that I'm on the right, or maybe perhaps you consider some? I kind of probably forgot the Loyang. It's also absurd about smoke combined with hydro, and same thing goes with Z23. It's very strong in hydro and smoke department, that it's easy to delete other destroyer when they use the smoke. But in general, guys, this is my personal opinion, so let me know what you feel about some ships. They are close to overpower in some special way. That's all for today, guys. Subscribe to my channel, and always, captains, fair seas and goodbye.